Thank you so much for being here and listening today. I feel a huge honor to be here. As we heard before, this is the first time for me at Creative Mornings, and feel much welcome. We are going to do something very different today because we are going to start by meditating, which I will lead, and then we will talk about different things. I'm going to try to take you on a journey, which is going to be like going to the movies. So that's what I'm going to do today, and I hope you are going to enjoy it. And before we start the meditation, I want to present myself. My name is Andrea Truedson Bodo, and I'm a storyteller, I work with creative sustainability. I'm also a performing artist, and I'm a writer in different shapes and forms. So I write like fairy tales, and about my background right now, I write a book about my life. So yes, I am creative in very many different areas and forms. So I think it fits me very well to be here today. But first and foremost, I would like to say that I am a mother. That is my most important task in this life. And I am an intuitive. So that's why we will start with a meditation. We will ground together, and we will work with feeling, love, and gratitude. It's going to be a simple meditation. And you don't have to do anything, just follow me. You can sit or you can stand. And we are going to listen to a song while we meditate. So when the song is over, I would like you to come back, and I will tell you when you can come back to this room. And after that, we will start our journey together. So that is how I'm thinking we are going to do today. So yes, welcome one more time. And my friend Mua is here today, and I am very proud that she's here because we are two women who try to change the world. So yeah, who runs the world? Girls! So let's prepare ourselves for meditation, please. Musiken. We will start with breathing in, and our feet is going to put roots in the ground. We will feel Mother Nature's love as we are very, very deep in the ground with our feet as roots. We breathe in, and we breathe out. We breathe in, we breathe out. When we feel this love from the Mother Earth, we feel our hearts starting to fill with love. We breathe in, we breathe out. When we feel that we are grounded in the earth, we bring down the light from the Father Sky. We open our crown chakra, which is located above our head. And we are letting the light coming in and filling us with love. We breathe in, we breathe out. We breathe in, we breathe out. When we feel this love in our hearts, we are breathing in love in every in-breath. We are breathing in love. And in every out-breath, we will breathe gratitude. We're breathing in love, and we breathe out gratitude. Breathe in love. Breathe out gratitude. We breathe in love. We breathe out gratitude. We breathe in love. We breathe out gratitude. We are breathing in love and breathing out gratitude for our journeys. Breathe in love and breathe out gratitude for our journeys. We breathe in love and feel the connection in this room, like our hearts are in a circle together. And I would love to welcome you to take yourself back to this room. Take it gently. So today we are taking a journey together, as I said before. And this journey is going to be a little bit like going on a movie, which is called DNA Generational Power. I don't know how this movie is going to end because I did not write the script yet. This movie is like life, an ongoing movie. And why I chose the way like a movie is because I always think in frames and the pictures, and I always think in movies. So I want to invite you in kind of way to be in my world. So we are going to move in 4 frames. The frames are going to be my ancestors, my art, my accident, and sustainability and communication. So these are the 4 frames, and we are not going to go in a linear way. We are going to start in the middle of all this, which is actually my accident. And we do it because it is related with the theme of today of acceptance. To accept the things that you cannot change. I was quoting that. It is the codependency prayer. And what did I have to accept? My accident that put me in a wheelchair, took away my bodily health. I could not walk, and I was completely dependent on the outside help to get by. On top of that accident, I got let off my work. So when I had my second operation, it was my ankle that was broken. My boss came to my house and had to eliminate my contract while I was freshly operated in my pajamas. And you can imagine that first you lose your bodily health, and then you lose all your security. And all this put me in a place of chaos and a huge transformational journey. I had to think about new choices about my life. What am I going to do with my life, with the rest of my life? So I choose a new profession, and I got to be a sustainable specialist, which I try to combine together with my art as storytelling. In order to let go of all things, you have to grieve. It's very important to grieve because otherwise you cannot receive the new. So that's what I had to do. I had to grieve, and then I tried to heal my body. So I was thinking, how am I going to beat the doctors? I had very, very bad odds, and I decided that I'm going to heal my body. I know my body, and I can heal it. So I started with hypnotherapy and breathwork. And while I did this, I was meditating a lot, and I could access my subconscious mind. And that was how the stories of my ancestors were coming back to me. So that is why we are going to go to the frame of my ancestors. And usually I storytell about my ancestors, and that's what I talk about a lot, what my ancestors had to went through, and what did I learn from my ancestors, like their journey, and then what did I had to put off that was laid on me that I did not want to carry anymore. So there are 3 ancestors that made especially big impact on me from the stories, and I am going to shortly say about the third one who made the biggest impact on me, and I will deepen into that ancestor. First was my grandfather. He was telling his war stories as a soldier when I was a little girl. Second ancestor was my grandmother's father, who was a priest. And he was saving Jews during the World War II. And very interesting to be an intuitive person, because what happened, I just picked this book in my shelf today to put in some writing. And when I opened the book, my grandmother's colleague was writing in this book with love, and he was a Jew who was actually surviving the concentration camp. So imagine that. This is intuition. So who made the biggest impact on me? Who taught me about life the most? My grandmother. My grandmother, you can say, she was a translator from the priesterly lines, and she told me everything about humanity, about compassion, and about charity. The only thing you cannot lose is the thing you give away. My grandmother, she got saved during World War II. She was holding her sister in her arms in a shelter room when Russian soldiers went into this shelter room and picked her as a war slave for sexual exploitation because she was very beautiful. While she was holding her sister in her arms, another girl offered her life instead. So she went voluntarily with the Russian soldiers and got sexually exploited. And she saved our bloodlines. She saved my life. I would not have been here today without that girl's courage. Neither would have been my son alive. So I am very grateful for this girl that saved our bloodlines. And that's why actually I storytell. I was sitting with my grandmother when she was dying. And she was telling me that what happened was she saw a movie about her life. This movie was in black and white. And I was 23 years old then. And I remember I promised myself, I will not watch a boring movie about my life. Yes. And I think that being there, taking this movie in, because she was telling me about this movie, that made me very scenographic. And that's why I see everything like projections, like movies, and like frames. So we will gonna move into my art. And my art is very symbolic. So I was bringing this picture of me and my son. This piece of canvas was 3.5 meters, hanging on a balcony at Seppet in Majorna, where we had our huge charity event exhibition that actually is produced to be a movie. So this picture for me represents the power of 2 generations, mother and son. This is what the whole charity is about. The film is not now. Yeah, this is actually what everything is about. Like the sculptures are representing our ancestors that we leave behind, and we leave behind our past, and we are taking our heritage. We are proud. We are Hungarian minorities from Transylvania, and we carry that wisdom and that cultural tradition. So I am here today actually because of this huge project that is DNA Ties of Blood, which me and my son made as a family project. And for me, because I am born in Transylvania under communistic dictatorship, and it was dangerous to talk about things, I wanted to do this project within complete artistic freedom. So with zero money on my pocket, I went to 37 companies that I sought out myself. I went to these companies and I was sharing my family story. And I was sharing also, what do I want to do in this world? I want to make change for a more compassionate world. So 37 companies sponsored me. In these 37 companies, I also had a movie company that sponsored us to produce our big charity vernissage as a movie. During this time, you imagine I could not barely walk, so I had to sit on the canvas. So I bring one of the art that I was sitting on and painting. As an example, you can do anything you want. You will find a way, otherwise you will have an excuse. So people were driving art to my place. I had to go to other people's atelier, learning new techniques. I was casting masks in gyps. I learned shibari technique. I was working with iron. I started to do a lot of installations, not just paintings. So I learned a lot of new things, and there was a lot of stories shared with this artist, I can say. So it was very, very interesting to both learn and have these human discussions, heart to heart. Because when I was sharing my story, it always opened up for other people about their story. So it was a learning process to making the art in this way. There is a lot of things I could say about my art, how I work with my art, and what do I think about making art. Before I forget, this picture is called Burning, Reflection in the Fire. What does it mean, really? It means we have to burn the old things to be able to get new creative energy. Everything is fire. We are burning. We are passionate. We are creatives. So that is a representation of inner development work. You work with yourself. You sit in the fire and you transform. So what we are going to do now, we will see a movie that I produced for Musikhjälpen together with another project. As an example, zero money. I went to sponsors again, but this time the movie is shot in Ukraine during the war, and I want to show you that everything is possible because we work for freedom. So enjoy. You can put it louder. Thank you so much. Well, it was a shame we didn't hear the music, because the music is produced also and recorded in Ukraine during wartime. So yeah, that was the thing. I think music is fantastic, and it enhances always everything. It's pure instinct music. So yes, my son arrived. You can come here to say hello, please. So yeah, I think things I do, because I work with symbolism, is supposed to be felt in the heart, in your energy field. And I work with writing, so it's enhancing what I want to say, my message. So that's why I want to move into my last frame, which is called sustainability and communication. We are talking all the time about sustainability. But what is sustainability? Sustainability for me is the future of humanity. The resources we have actually are humans. And we can never forget that. And as we could read, freedom is your birthright. Me, living in dictatorship, I know that you have to practice your freedom. It's not just given to you. You have to practice it. Otherwise, it could be taken away. And I'm advocating for freedom, compassion, and I'm thinking that peace always comes from a place inside. We are making peace with ourselves, which means we can be peaceful and we show up peaceful in the world.